Every morning, millions of seniors across the country start their day the same way. A cup of something warm, maybe a glass of juice, maybe a cold fizzy drink on the side. It feels like routine. It feels harmless. But according to researchers at Tufts University and Flinders University in Australia, some of those daily beverages may be quietly interfering with your bones. And if you are over 60, that is not something you can afford to ignore. Osteoporosis currently affects around 10 million Americans over the age of 50. Among women 65 and older, more than 1 in 4 have it. And here is what catches most people off guard. Nearly 70% of all cases go undiagnosed until a fracture happens. A broken hip, a cracked wrist. That is how most people find out their bones were thinning the whole time. So today, we are going through 5 common morning beverages that research has linked to weaker bones, and more importantly, what you can drink instead. Number 1. Soda, especially cola. If there is one drink on this list that bone health researchers agree on, it is cola. A major study out of the Framingham Osteoporosis Study, published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, followed thousands of older adults and found that women who drank cola daily had 3.7% lower bone mineral density at the femoral neck and 5.4% lower at Ward's area compared to women who rarely drank it. That is a measurable difference in the part of the hip most vulnerable to fractures. The likely culprit is phosphoric acid. It is what gives cola that sharp, tangy bite. When you take in too much phosphoric acid without enough calcium to balance it, your body starts pulling calcium from your bones to restore equilibrium. Over time, that imbalance chips away at density. And it is not just regular cola. The Framingham researchers found similar patterns with diet cola and even decaffeinated cola. The phosphoric acid is the common thread, not the caffeine or the sugar alone. So what do you drink instead? Plain sparkling water with a squeeze of lemon gives you the fizz without the phosphoric acid. If you like flavor, try mineral water. Some brands naturally contain calcium, so you are actually helping your bones while hydrating. Number 2. Excess coffee, meaning more than 3 cups a day. Now, before anyone panics, coffee in moderate amounts is not the villain some headlines make it out to be. A peer-reviewed study published in PubMed found that caffeine has, and this is a direct quote, a clear but only very small depressant effect on intestinal calcium absorption. The researchers noted that this effect can be fully offset by as little as 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk in your cup. The problem starts when coffee intake climbs above 3 cups a day, especially if you are not getting enough calcium in your diet. A study tracking women aged 65 to 77 found that those consuming more than 300 milligrams of caffeine per day, roughly 3 standard cups, had a faster rate of bone loss. And it got worse depending on their vitamin D receptor genotype, meaning genetics can make some people more sensitive to caffeine's effect on their bones. I mean, think about that for a second. 2 people drinking the same amount of coffee could have completely different outcomes for their bone health based on their DNA. The fix is simple. Keep your coffee to 2 or 3 cups. Add milk or a calcium-fortified creamer. And try to leave an hour between your morning coffee and any calcium supplement you take, because caffeine can briefly interfere with absorption if they are consumed at the same time. Number 3. Sugary fruit juice, particularly store-bought orange juice with added sugar. This one surprises people because orange juice has a reputation as a health drink. And fortified orange juice, the kind with added calcium and vitamin D, actually can support bone health. The issue is the versions loaded with added sugar and very little actual fruit content. High sugar intake triggers inflammation throughout the body, and chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the known accelerators of bone loss in older adults. When your body is constantly managing inflammatory responses, the bone remodeling process gets disrupted. Your body breaks down old bone faster than it can build new bone. On top of that, a tall glass of sweetened juice can contain as much sugar as a can of soda, sometimes more. And every calorie you spend on sugary juice is a calorie that could have gone towards something with actual bone-building nutrients. The swap is easy. If you love your morning OJ, switch to a calcium and vitamin D fortified version with no added sugar. Even better, eat a whole orange instead. You get the vitamin C, you get the fiber, and you avoid the sugar spike entirely. Number 4. Energy drinks. Energy drinks combine several things that are not great for aging bones. They contain high doses of caffeine, often 200 milligrams or more in a single can. That is the equivalent of 2 to 3 cups of coffee in one sitting. They also tend to be loaded with sugar and sometimes contain phosphoric acid, just like cola. But there is another angle researchers are watching. Many energy drinks contain high levels of sodium, and excess sodium increases calcium excretion through your kidneys. Your body literally flushes calcium out through your urine when sodium intake is too high. For seniors already struggling to meet their daily calcium needs, that is a loss you cannot afford. And somehow, it gets worse. The caffeine and sugar combination in energy drinks can also interfere with sleep quality, and poor sleep has been independently linked to lower bone density in older adults. If you need a morning energy boost, green tea is a far better option. A long-running study from Flinders University that tracked nearly 10,000 women aged 65 and older over a decade found that tea drinkers actually had slightly higher bone mineral density at the hip compared to non-tea drinkers. Green tea delivers a gentler caffeine lift along with antioxidants that researchers believe may support bone preservation. Number 5. Certain herbal teas high in oxalates. This is the one almost nobody talks about. Not all herbal teas are created equal when it comes to bone health. Teas made from plants high in oxalates, like some varieties of turmeric tea or concentrated nettle tea, can bind to calcium in your digestive tract and prevent your body from absorbing it. Oxalates are natural compounds found in many plants. In small amounts, they are not a problem. But if you are drinking concentrated herbal teas daily and relying on them as your primary beverage, you could be unknowingly reducing the calcium your bones receive from your diet. The key word here is concentrated and daily. An occasional cup of turmeric tea is fine. Drinking multiple strong cups every day as a replacement for water or milk is where the risk increases. Bone-friendly herbal alternatives include chamomile tea, rooibos tea, and ginger tea. These are naturally low in oxalates and caffeine-free. Rooibos in particular contains small amounts of calcium and has been studied for its potential to support bone cell activity. So let us bring this all together. Your morning beverage routine does not have to be a minefield. The research is not telling you to give up every drink you enjoy. It is telling you to be aware of the trade-offs and make small adjustments that add up over time. Swap the daily cola for sparkling water. Keep coffee to 2 or 3 cups and add some milk. Choose fortified, no sugar-added juice over the sweetened kind. Skip the energy drinks and try green tea instead. And rotate your herbal teas so you are not overloading on any single type. Your bones are still rebuilding every single day, even right now. The question is whether you are giving them the raw materials they need or quietly taking those materials away before they ever arrive. If you found this helpful, there are more videos like this one on the channel, covering the foods, habits, and everyday choices that make the biggest difference after 60. Subscribe so you do not miss the next one.